Welcome to the
No Faking Podcast
with your host Jay Rudy.
and Mr. Third Strike himself.
Man, background legend 1K.
All right. First off, how y'all boys feeling?
Blessed and highly favored. I can't complain, and even if I could, I wouldn't.
Good, man. We vibing.
No misery worth complaining about.
This ain't good.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Y'all boys been seeing what's going on with Uncle Shay Shay.
How y'all feel about that situation?
Freaky shark. Freaky
What's
shark.
your thoughts on that? The allegations. What's your thoughts on the allegations?
That whole story is crazy. That boy freaked out though. I ain't gonna cap.
No, aside from him
See
being
how
freaked
people-
out though, cause they both freaked out. If we gonna keep it being.
We knew that about shark.
Yeah, that
boy trying to be-
ain't nothing shocking. You feel me?
That boy trying to make her pay for the slaves, dog.
He tripping. He
That
bugging
boy
the
violated shorty, bro. But aside from all of that, I think it really is like a shakedown, cause she planned like everything, you know.
I don't even think it was her. I think it was a lawyer, bro.
But I'm saying
She
'cause
got
she has to
coached.
have all the evidence first to go to the lawyer. I don't think she thought about that off rip.
What you think is the breakdown for the lawyer though? Like, what the lawyer get out?
They get a percentage.
Like, how high of a percentage?
It don't, bro. It don't. The percentage is irrelevant. When you talking about 10 mil, 50 mil, bro, 2-3% of that you dwat. You feel me? The percentage is irrelevant, especially when you dealing with. That's why he deal with a lot of high clientele that be suing like high, like A-list celebrities type joint. That percent.
Yeah, I think it's a coincidence. Like soon as the news came out that allegedly he's supposed to get 100 mil, then this whole story come out about him.
Perfect timing, man.
Like, hold on, bro. About to get a check. Hold on. Let me see how much I can shake down on, bro.
And I don't know if this is true, but I heard he offered like 10 mil before.
Yeah, I heard that too. But because they said he offered her 10 million, she turned it down. So
Bruh,
that's making a lot of people lean on her side a little bit more now, because they're like, she knows she got enough evidence where she could get more than 10 mil.
that's a lot of bread.
But I think she greedy. I think the 10 mil he had offered was because he didn't want like a sex tape out of him.
Oh,
I
okay.
think he had, like, a sex tape. You know, he trying to protect his image.
Yeah.
He worked for ESPN.
And Disney too.
ESPN is owned by Disney.
You work for Disney?
ESPN is owned by Disney.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That was-
Disney owned ESPN, so Disney owned ABC. You know all those
Yeah,
stuff.
Disney.
They got a monopoly like that?
Yeah, they eat. So you know, it's like it's kid friendly. So you don't want your image to be out there.
I
Like
mean, like,
a sex tape.
did his image already get ruined with the little line?
Michelle.
Yeah, it was
Michelle
like
Johnson.
the
But it was like, it was noise though. It wasn't like nothing
Yeah,
visual.
That
He
was
just started.
actually him though. He can't.
I know,
deny
and he
that
just
one,
started that
You know?
part, but it's like crazy. And I think that coming out too kind of made Shorty mad. Cause you know, girls they be like,
I mean, I think she said that in the messages or something. I think that's when she claimed she started to push her weight, like, because there was in a 2-year relationship on and off, and I guess when that came about and went public,
Ain't Shorty 18?
she was 19 when they met. I think.
yeah,
Oh, that's not her age now.
I think she like
Probably
21.
now.
She was like 21. They said she was like 18, 19. He met her in the gym or something. But on the same token too, right? They also said he moved and she followed him. Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say
allegedly.
that. I was gonna say that. bro.
Allegedly.
But do you think that part comes with the whole age thing when people be talking about?
What you mean?
Like he manipulated her and now she. Cause how I feel like I feel like
I got
that could happen like at any age, dog.
after the age thing.
But
The only way
After
like
that age thing.
the only way he could have avoided this, bro, is just like sometimes it's good to just get you a wife and just chill and just settle down, bro.
But even with the age thing, like this is what, you know, I know we live in a double standard world. Cool, whatever. But it's like when a man pursues a younger woman and et cetera, it's oh, he's grooming, he's priming, he's prepping. But when Shawty from Girlfriends,
Yeah, exactly. Dom from Girlfriend.
yeah, she said, bro, she's not messing with old dudes, bro. She want the young boys. She need them young. You feel me? And she was getting applauded by the women, fam.
I see they was like, bro, she ain't say the age because she like 52.
But she
could be
did-
like,
but she
it
did
could be
defend-
34, it could be 40. But she
Yeah.
ain't said like the age the guy gotta be.
I seen
So
her,
that's,
like-
that's how the woman was
Trying to justify it.
It was like, she ain't say the age though. It could be like 34, 40.
I seen her defend though, like men within that topic though. She was like, oh, like they'll look at men and be like, oh, like they'll like shame them or anything for going after younger women,
Yeah.
and then like for older women to go after younger men, they be like, oh, get your coins, you know, do what you need to do.
Yeah, do what you, yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff. But like, I don't know, like.
And like most of the time too, like it still works like the same way.
In what sense?
In the sense, like, you know, sometimes a younger woman will go after an older guy because the security he could provide.
Yeah.
And
We see
then
it.
an older woman will go after a young guy that's still providing the same security. Say, for instance, like Drea going after the NBA player because, you know, he's gonna get a lot of money. He probably have a lot of money right now. So it's like it's the same thing for that security. It's like
I would say in most cases, like if we stem away from the the predator women, because that's what I call her, predator woman. The most of the older women that go for the young bucks, they already got that bread, so they're not even looking for that. They don't even care for that. They like the energy. They like the thrill of having a young fresh man that's not so tied in they masculinity and this a mile way or the highway type of ordeal, because they have like the younger dude ain't gonna really check an older woman lifestyle because they understand. And that's what she was saying when she said why she like younger men too. She's like, I'm not worried about the bread and all that, I got that, but like I don't want to, I'm going out with my homegirls and it's a problem, or I want to wear this outfit and it's a problem, because she claimed that most older men, they so set in their ways that it's my way or the highway, and it's like it tends to feel controlling in a sense.
you say that too. You say you call her like the predator woman. Like
No, not her.
No, I'm saying Dre. What make her a predator? Do you call the men predators?
Predator bid?
Yeah,
But
predator.
I call Dre a predator woman because she's literally going for young niggas that's about to get that
But
chicken.
She been with bro for a minute now. They got a baby. They got a whole family. That's we had talked
How much
about
baby
this.
daddy she got?
I don't know, but we
Probably like two.
And
Yeah,
both of them got chicken, ain't it?
I don't know the first. No, the first. I
yeah,
don't
but
think about
you
the
can
first.
say
I don't know
you
about
can
the
say
first
that
shot.
about like.
Cause the first shot she had like kind of abandoned, buddy. The first.
Bro, there's like this thing that goes around in like Hollywood or like the whole like famous thing where like the same woman getting passed around. So it's like
I agree.
you know, if you end up like, but I don't feel like
And
Drea's that bad because it's like
she's not on the spectrum. She's not worth. Like, let's say we take Shotty that Ant-Man was dealing with. Predator woman.
I'm going.
Alright, bro. She is though.
I'm going.
That's pure. You know what I'm saying?
But how though?
Nah,
Come on, she just wanted the
Yeah,
chicken.
she was being
So
inspired.
that's what make them like.
You know,
Yeah, because they doing it. They trying to get plugged up just so they can have that income flowing in.
But
you
you
know,
know,
I seen the clip. I seen a clip of Dom at Dom. She was like holding her baby, and then like kind of like angling the camera, like showing off her
Somebody
body.
just had a baby. Look at the body. Like
I be thinking like, all right, like I understand like women want to like be in that realm of being like, oh, I just had a baby. I'm still hurt. You feel me? But it's like,
But-
man, it's time.
I feel like some people we be giving them too much credit. Bro.
I know, bro,
We be
like,
thinking they
time
too
to
smart.
play.
They smart, bro. We be giving them too much credit.
Oh, you think?
What you mean,
She's probably like a bot in real life.
Yes, dog. We be giving a lot of people too much credit. Like,
Yeah.
nah, they should know better than that. But they don't, bro. What
They
if they
probably
don't?
don't.
You talking about the men or the women?
Like
Both
people that be
sides.
doing stupid stuff, bro. Like that situation.
Oh, you feel like
Like,
she
bro,
was
people
doing
giving her
just.
too much credit. Like, oh, she should be better. Like, you just had a baby.
Oh yeah, no. You don't put nothing past nobody.
Yeah,
You
people
feel
that
me?
be doing dumb stuff, bro. We be giving them too much credit, bro. What
No,
if
facts.
they not smart enough, bro? But you know who they never talk about, bro? They never talk about Leonardo DiCaprio, bro.
Oh no, he's a problem. Bro. You know the man's so sick, bro. The man's so. I mean, granted, this may not be factual, but they say, bro, every dime he
Nah,
talks
it's
to.
true, bro.
No. I mean, the action is true, but I'm talking about what I'm about to say. It's probably like OD. It's like he dead ass have every girl he talked to. He have a alarm set on her 25th birthday.
No, but as soon as the dom turned 25, he break up with
He
them.
break up with it. It was only, I think it was one dime. He let her get to 26 or
He's
something.
like, I'm out of here, dog.
Yeah, like, you know,
nobody
that-
ever talk about that. So.
Once you get 25, he done with you, bro.
That's
Yeah, that's
crazy every time.
Literally only one dime could say she made it to 26. He was
I
rocking
don't know
with her
the
that day.
mindset behind that. Like, what's behind that, bro? Like,
I mean, if you think about like Hugh Hefner, he had straight young dogs.
But you see the
had no, like-
profession he was
What's the
in.
youngest y'all would
Yeah,
do?
but it's like,
What's the youngest y'all would do?
So for a long time, it was the half your age plus 7.
Half your age plus 7?
Yeah.
Give us an example.
So like, let's say if somebody 30, right? You'll take 30, cut that in half, plus 7. So that's what, 22.
22.
I'm going.
Where you came up with that rule?
I seen it somewhere a long
Half
time
your
ago.
age plus 7.
I'm going 26 and up.
26 and up.
Yeah, 26 and up.
Half your
I'm
age,
probably like 25 and up. Mine's 25 and up.
half your age plus 7.
25.
That's like the floor.
I don't know, bro. Like I don't know. Like I don't see how like the older niggas be like, oh, like go for like 18.
That's kind of sick to me, bro.
19.
That's sick
Like,
to me.
I don't know how, like,
That's
I don't
sick
know
to
how
me.
the older niggas do that though, bro.
You know what's crazy?
Like,
A minute ago, right?
But is it sick to you because the Dom program you, bro?
I don't think it's because of the Dom program.
I don't know.
Why?
It feels it's. I don't know. I like to protect myself. You know what I mean? I don't like to put in situations that could be, you know what I mean, iffy. So
Yeah.
when I say that, it's like,
So whatever, like 21 and up.
oh, that's easy.
Is that sick though?
Nah, that's 21.
They be like, oh, that's sick. Women be like,
Women. Cause you gotta understand. Cause so like before the half your age plus 7, the common rule that a lot of me and my homos would adopt is,
yeah.
can we go out for drinks? If we can't go out for drinks, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, Shannon probably had Shorty drunk too, though. I just thought about it, bro. I know
Yeah,
he
he drinking his cognac.
Yeah, I know he'll drink
Cause-
it, bro.
Nah, he freaked out though. Bro.
Cause it's a cause
That's still my bad to cut you
No,
off.
go ahead.
But like that still leads back to that topic of all the rich niggas do some weird ass shit. Bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Ever since I seen the clip where Unc said if he could put 2 hands and clap, he gone.
What that mean?
Yeah, bro.
What does that mean?
He had the clip like that's what he said.
But what
Like,
does that
he
mean?
could put 2 hands and clap, he going.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
But think about it, bro. 2 hands and clap.
I mean, it's loose like that. I'm
That's what I'm
confused.
saying. Ocho is looking like what?
What?
Bro, what?
Talk about
Two
bro.
head, bro.
Every day.
He's a Hall of Famer tight end. You know how big his head is? I'm like, they got think. You know how big his head is? Man?
Unc was putting that white girl through the ringer.
I ain't gonna lie, but
Unc was going crazy.
That's crazy.
With that white girl, dog.
nah, but it had a story though, right? It had a story because, a minute ago, me and all my boys, we went to a 21 and up type of function. You feel me? And you know, people running down on dimes, et cetera, and you know these party promoters. As long as you look good, they're gonna let you in, no matter how old you is.
Yeah.
So there was a couple of dimes in there, you know, 19, 18, et cetera. And then one of my dogs who older than me,
Yeah.
he bagged him a shawty, but she was 18. You feel me? But nobody knew. And then I think I was politicking to a shawty, and then I got her age. She was 19. I'm like, yeah, I can't do it. You know what I mean? Because we were politicking at the function. You feel what I'm saying? And it was like, you wouldn't assume that Jit was 19, but it just the fact that I knew. You know what I mean? If I didn't know, I think it would have been different. But I don't know. It's like knowing, I'd be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Certain niggas don't have that conscience though. Like they'll know like the age of someone and then they'll still be going, bro. But it's just like, bro, like once you hear like a certain age threshold, like you at a certain age where it's like, bro, like shouldn't you be checking for that, fam? Like don't just wait a couple more years, fam.
Because I think it's different. It's different. Like if you actively, I'm looking for. She got to be 18. I'm like, okay, hold on, wait, brother.
That's too close to home, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, and me personally, bro, I like my image. You know what I mean? I don't want nobody. Oh, he groomed because a dime is. You know, women they be vindictive. They get mad. Oh, he was grooming me. What? What? You feel me?
It's a whole different side that you never see.
What? I'm like,
yeah, because that's what happened to with the Boston Richie and the Tati girl. Because I think he started dating her when she was like 18. And
he's a
I think she like 19 now, and he like 20 something, like 28.
Oh, okay. When I heard the story, I thought he was politicking with her.
No.
Early before 18.
Yeah, that's what people said. They said
he was
like, because as soon as he 18, you going out with her.
Yeah, they said he was.
That's the same situation that happened a long time ago with Tiger.
But he like 24.
Tiger. It kind of. Boston like 28, I think.
Damn.
28.
Because
he's 28.
Because of his age.
Yeah, because they said he made it official when she turned 18, but he was talking to her since 16.
That's what people were saying. Yeah.
They said he waited till she turned 18.
And they was blaming like the parents too. They was like, it's the parents' fault. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, these dogs be sneaky, bro. I can't put the full blame on the parents because you can do everything right. You can do everything right, bro.
Are you letting your you have a daughter? You find out as soon as she turned 18, she dating somebody way older. Like,
I mean, if you see some of like, no offense, but if you see some of like,
it's about to be offensive.
If you see some of the like the moms, like you know, they in that realm, like dating those type of guys. So then when they see their daughter do it, it's like it's nothing to them.
No, but he asked us a specific question to me and you.
What happened? I hear.
If you have a daughter, as soon as she turns 18, you see that she's dating somebody older.
That's great.
Like 10 years older. What you doing?
That's great. You in my household? That's great. Yeah,
then she said, all right, Dad, I'm leaving. I'm going to stay with him.
Gonna stay there. You can't stop her.
All right, Dad, I'm about to go stay with him.
I'm letting her know, like, that's great. Like, you can't, like.
So she can't live there no more?
Like, if she disobeyed my rules, she old enough.
She out there.
You just pushing her into his arms.
I'm just saying, like.
You just pushing her into his arms.
Lessons you gotta go through to learn.
I mean, it might not be a lesson though.
Say if they break up, is she able to come back?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And while we're on that topic too, bro, like, let's talk about like the Caribbean people, bro. Cause like some of them be dating like
it's different rules though, dog. It's different rules though.
Some of them be dating the young.
It's different. You know. Like
families be presenting that junk.
Yeah,
because like, he's a Joshua.
Because the culture is different, fam.
Explain.
Because the age gap be huge. I mean, granted, most of them I know is like they're not gonna get together until the dom is 21. But the nigga could be like 30, 39, 37. But I see a lot of those relationships work, And before any other...
What you mean by the rule is different, though?
No, I mean, because like in most of the Caribbeans, they actually be doing arranged marriages, fam. You see what I'm saying? Like, not like down here. Like, so the family picked the old nigga for the dom in most cases, bro.
I don't see that with the Caribbean.
I've seen that in a couple.
Yeah, they be doing that.
I've seen that in a couple. I know a couple, and they work. They still together to this day.
Each other? Age?
Yeah, they're about close.
Okay.
I think they're like 6 years, 6 or 4. One of them 6.
Who older your dad?
My dad's older.
Cause I be seeing like a couple 10 years gap.
And it be working.
As soon as you turn
21. I did.
Cap, bro.
20. They said 21.
Cap.
I seen one. I got one couple. I think they got like what, a 15-year gap. I think she was 21 when they met, and he was like 36. They still together.
In that range, range of that, when we talk about like that range, it's like all right, like, cause I don't know, like when
Are you letting your daughter do it? She 21.
she 21 and up, shit. I can't stop at 21. If I can't stop at 18, I'm supposed to stop at 18.
And I agree with that because the main thing I'm gonna focus on, you feel me, is cultivating the relationship with my daughter while she's young, so at least I have a say so. I have some type of input. I'm not going to sit here and try to control your life because I see how daughters turn out when they have controlling parents. You know what I mean? But I want to build that relationship to the point where, okay, I want to do this, but my old boy said this. Let me think why he said that because I know how my old boy is with me. You feel me? So let me take what he said into consideration. That's all I can do as a parent.
Cool. All right, jump into another topic, right? Say your homeboy is dating somebody, but y'all don't like the person that they dating. Would y'all let them know?
No.
No? You gonna tell me?
It's not about me.
You would want somebody to tell you though?
Yeah, why not?
Why though?
Why?
Why you don't like him?
No, you see now you gotta go through this whole no.
But then
What
that person make you happy. You in a relationship with them for a long time.
What if you trying to work?
Wouldn't it be awkward? You would tell them at some point.
No. It's the difference between. You ever seen something you just don't like them? Like it's not like you don't hate them. You just don't like them.
They ain't do nothing.
They ain't do nothing. It's like
It gotta be a certain reason. No, I don't believe in that.
They ain't cheat on you or nothing.
Yeah, it's like
I don't believe in that, bro.
She might be annoying.
Yeah, I might find.
So that's why you don't like her.
But me finding her. Look, imagine the thing you bragging to me about that you love about her. I find annoying.
I'll be like, all right, like.
So what am I telling you for?
Why not?
You would tell her?
You tell me?
Yeah,
I'm saying you would tell her?
Tell her?
Yeah.
I don't think I'll tell her.
But why you need that information?
It'll be
in the back of your mind, though, bro.
Yeah, and God forbid, like let's say a nigga say that. Now when you hear her, you're like, damn, that bitch is kind of annoying. Now I done messed up your head.
Like,
or it might be like you fall in love with her more, but like, he tripping, bro. I don't like my dumb didn't cause a rift.
Yeah, bro, like.
I mean, you just gonna keep it a secret. You gonna be like, you gonna secretly. Because
it's not secretly hating. It's just
it might be his issue, bro.
It's for me.
If you love it, I like it.
Like.
It's not my problem.
I'm getting very tight, Joe.
But what does that change?
What they gotta do with me though?
But like, you would die. You like.
I do not have to like the person you're with.
What does that change?
As long as
I think you'll want to be because it like in my mindset, perfect world, it'd be like, all right, like. We go do shit together, you know. Like,
we can still do stuff together.
Take those trips together.
You think he gonna act different?
Yeah.
Why would I
act different? Why not? Why would he?
Why would I act different?
It's gonna be fake.
It's not fake.
It's not fake, though.
You see, so okay.
You can tolerate her.
Hold on, I got you. You ain't never have a coworker that you just didn't like, but y'all work great together.
If I don't like somebody, I don't pretend.
It's not pretending, nigga. You at work.
I don't pretend. If I don't like somebody.
Cause be like, hey, Shell, can you pass me the spatula? I would, but I don't like you, fam. What?
No, they gonna know not to say. No, they gonna know.
What do you mean we're working together? You bad business. You're bad business.
But then you making it a beef though. It's not a.
It's not a beef.
You making it a beef.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to. But
no, like I ain't gonna get down.
Yeah, you make. Why would you not get?
Oh, we gonna. Oh, you invite me on a trip? Your girl gonna be there? Nah, I ain't coming. Nigga.
That's beefing.
Oh, like
that's kind of crazy.
No, I'm saying
that's not what a nigga would do.
You want him to say that? Oh, I ain't coming. Your girl gonna be out.
It's like, bet I'm out there.
I don't know.
You putting you don't like the person with I'm beefing with. Those are two completely different things.
What would change though?
It's just like I don't know what would change. I have to go through it to really.
For what?
Change. Go through that situation because it's.
So like, you tell me.
I'll tell you.
And then now what?
You go split me. You tell you.
So imagine this. So imagine this. You say something right, and then me trying to be the good guy. We doing I dead all interactions with y'all too. Now you can be like, damn, bro, why you don't invite me? Oh, because my girl gonna be there and I know how you feel about her.
Gotta be green. Why would you do that?
Well, you gotta pick. Nah, you can't.
Oh, you
What do you
You can't
can't.
have both though. You gotta pick.
What do you
You gotta
mean?
pick, bro.
Why would you do that? Why would you
Can't have both.
not
You gotta
invite me? Why would you purposely not
If
invite
you
me?
have-
That's gonna make me not like her more, man. Like, I'm
Right,
like,
so
hold on,
if
man.
you have no.
Like, you switching up on me because of this? Because God told you
If
straight up?
that information is not gonna change nothing, what is the
not.
point of giving that information up?
Yeah, it's not. At the end of the day, it's not gonna change anything. You're right. It's not gonna change anything.
There's no point in me.
I be seeing there be videos where like, "Dang, that's why we ain't like you anyways." Niggas coming out with videos like that. That's why we ain't like you
Because if we're being
anyways.
real, because if we're being real, but
And then in the back of my head, I'll be like, well, like if we was to break up, you gonna be the first nigga in bed. Like,
first quarter.
Never liked you.
Facts,
man.
facts.
Never liked that girl.
That's what I said.
Like,
Shit was
cause-
annoying.
cause
bro.
look,
You'll be like, hey,
Glad you did it, man.
Like,
Because
that's not gonna be crazy. That's not hate. That's not low key.
No. Because think about it. Think about it. Think about it. If we're being 100 stack 1K, right? 9 times out of 10, that's how it is. I like you as much as this person likes you. So as soon as that breaks, this break. Me tolerating you and vibing with you is contingent on your relationship. And that goes even if you like the person,
Yeah.
right or wrong. You see what I'm saying? Because depending on the type of breakup, you gotta pick a side.
You do.
And
Majority of the person that's was already beginning on your side is
Locked in.
Nah, another question though. Nah, if they break up, you continue to hang around both of them. Is that flaw? Separately?
it's only flaw if you hide it.
Nah. Wait. Hold on.
Why would you hang out with the same person?
I love you, but
I knew you first, cuz.
No, wait for it. No, because you gotta be real. You gotta be real. No, you gotta be real. You gotta be real because it becomes flaw if you're trying to sneak it. Wait for it, because that means you know you doing something grimy. You see what I'm saying?
But it's still wrong.
But
How you doing something grimy though?
because you're sneaking behind my back,
Oh,
hanging
yeah,
with the
yeah,
person.
okay.
You see what I'm saying? But on the other token, if you're like, hey yo, me and this person still cool. Like we had a relationship outside of you. You know what I mean? Is it cool if I still hang with this person?
If I tell you no, what it is, like you gonna be like,
Then that's another conversation. You feel me? Because if you say no, you wouldn't feel comfortable, then I gotta dead it. But I'm gonna let the person know, hey, I can't hang with you because this person, you feel me? I got to.
But you should already
Me.
know though. Like,
But some
depending on
people
how-
don't. Some people
depending
don't.
on how the breakup was, you should already.
Some people don't. Some people don't.
know this person broke my heart.
Some
bruh.
people
Nah,
don't.
Yeah, no, they it. There should be etiquette, bro.
No, because if we be a real,
nah.
because no.
friend etiquette.
No. Y'all know my situation, right?
No, but I'm saying but before that, you said the it's contingent on you liking a person contingent.
Yeah, in a lot of
him
cases.
liking her.
In
So
a lot
once
of
that's
cases.
dead, that's dead.
In a lot of cases.
All right,
But
good.
I'm saying, but then,
What you gonna say?
but before we went to that question, I said if there was a situation where you cultivated a relationship outside of the person, and like y'all was hanging out outside of the person,
But why would y'all do, bro?
and this is more case of like same gender. You know what I'm saying?
Which one you say, bitch?
So like, your woo, locked in, your homegirl. That's your homegirl, but she can hang with your girl without you even being there.
Yeah.
Then y'all break up. You don't want her talking to her at all.
I with it.
All right, and that's real. And that's it don't matter if it's selfish or not. That's just a choice that got to be made. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I said if you're doing it behind your back, it's green. But if I tell you and you said, I don't feel comfortable with that, then it's dead. You see what I'm saying? But if you be like, oh, I don't care, then that opens the door because I had a relationship with this person outside of you. You see what I'm saying? Because and the reason and
You were gonna say your situation.
yeah, because in my situation, right, there's a lot of niggas that I built relationships with outside of Jip, but they were on her side. But till this day, we still talk, like we locked in. You see what I'm saying? Like, we was niggas outside of that relationship, so it makes sense that we still interact.
Yeah.
That's what I meant when I said that. But, because even with me, I had some of my female friends came up to me and was like, hey, would it be weird if me and X, Y, and Z politic? Like, I like, bro, go ahead. Right? And then there was other ones, you know what I mean?
It was cool.
They're like, nah, F 'em. I said, all right, cool. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying?
Chicken. I don't know. In my head, it'd be like, bro, like,
But,
what's the difference with that? Like, shit.
cause even, you know what I mean? Even with the situation. There's rare occasions with supporting each other, we might be at the same function.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of nigga. You see? Now when you see the application, it don't look crazy.
Nah, but in my head, bro, it'd be like, I don't know, like, I feel like it's just like a certain like type of just that for us to really talk about, man. So it's like,
I think it's more crazy. Like I think it's more crazy like the closer you are.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cause like, if I'm being real, you know what I mean? Certain levels, ain't nothing for us to talk about.
mm-hmm.
But it's nothing but love there. But I already know where your head will be at. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I rock with you 1,000, but I'm sorry.
It's great.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's not even a hard choice. You know what I mean? Not even being green, being real. It's not even a hard choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And same with you. No hate, but it was an easy choice.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about the subject.
Okay, cool.
So, just for the audience, I don't know if y'all can answer it or not. If you have cultivated a friendship with your close friend's spouse and they break up, is it messed up to cut them off or not? Y'all can answer that in the comments.
I feel like with Doms though, like in a sense with Doms, bro, like once that being cut off, it's cut off, man. Like it's grits. Like I feel like Doms had that certain loyalty to each other, you know.
You would think that.
Mm.
You would think that, but that's not the case. That's not the case, Charlie. Yeah, that's not the case.
Even next too though.
Because it's funny though. It's funny, and this will open your eyes. Some of the homegirls be plotting. You would have never guessed it. You know what I mean? To the point where you think it's a setup. Because it's like, you?
Is that really her friend though? Her best friend?
And that's why you be like, you? You know what I mean? Like,
but like, cause the thing is like some of the homegirls be thinking like, I guess it would be on a jealousy, hating thing, where they feel like you don't deserve that, or you don't deserve that.
Or the homegirl don't deserve the nigga. That's crazy.
That's too good for you. Like that's too good for you, bro.
That's crazy.
It should be me.
Me personally, though,
I know you, bro. It should be me. Like you don't deserve that.
Like on a serious tip though, I wouldn't do it just cause it would feel like a setup, bro. I wouldn't trust you, bro. I can't trust you.
Cause they be secretly competing with each other.
That's a fact.
They're not gonna mention it though, but you could see based on like the compliments. It goes based on like the compliments they give each other. You know, it always come out. You know,
a bill hit you with a bill hit your head with a. It was her. I didn't even do nothing to you. Why you gotta cut me off? I'm like, that's crazy though.
That's crazy. But yeah, go ahead and in the comment down below.
Cause I
answer to his question.
Yeah, I want to see what y'all think.
Yeah, I want to see what you guys think. On a lighter note, so y'all went to go see the movie
Sinners.
Stop joking. Y'all want to go see the movie?
What you about to say, cuz?
Nah, I was trying to act like I ain't know his name.
It's kind of funny.
But y'all want to go see the movie Sinners? How y'all feel about like some of the people in the Christian community saying that don't go watch that movie because it's demonic or it doesn't sit right with their spirit?
I love that. I definitely would like to attack that, but before I answer that question, Is there a reason why you didn't see it yet, or do you plan on
I
seeing
ain't
it
seen
now?
it because it's too hype, man. I'll wait till it come out.
Okay, I ain't mad at that.
Get IMAX or something, but I ain't
You know,
seen
like,
it.
after I did watch the movie,
Mm-hmm.
my feed, I don't know if it like feed follows whatever like you're doing
Mm-hmm.
in that moment. But like after I did watch the movie, I seen like I don't know like 7 clips of
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Christian man and I went to go see Sinners and this is my review, or
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Christian woman and I went to go see Sinners and this is my review. Like I felt like
And is it a musical?
Nah, it ties in music.
But go ahead though.
It ties in the
I don't
blues.
like
I feel like
It's not a musical though.
certain people were doing it just to like attract attention in a sense, like
Yeah.
or like hey, like come to my page and see what I have to say about this. Like,
So, and I'll answer your question, right?
All right, before you answer that question too, another question I'm gonna add to it too. Do y'all feel like it's only like when there's say a black movie or a movie about the culture that all these talks come about?
And
All the talk is like witchcraft,
And I'm gonna touch
demonic,
on all of
that
that.
type of stuff when it's like a black movie. Because I'll be watching vampire movies. I used to watch like Blade, Underworld, where vampire versus werewolf. You never hear that type of talk with that type of movie.
1,000%.
I guess because it wasn't like a culture type of movie.
Of
It
course,
was in a all
1,000%,
black cast.
1,000%, 1,000%.
Because every time it's some type of movie like that, it's always about especially if it's like a black movie, a black producer, and mostly all black cast. Is always about like, oh, this is witchcraft, this is demonic.
Okay. So to give my credentials before I go deep into this topic, I am a God-fearing man who knows his word very well, and each day I'm trying to learn it even more. And I believe that everyone has their own personal conviction. So, if the Lord placed it on your heart to not watch that movie, don't watch it. Stop trying to find reasons to or to not watch it. All you need is the conviction of the Lord. Now, after saying that, I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. Background: I also am a vampire fanatic. I enjoy vampires. Right? As a Christian man, you enjoy vampires. Yes, because I don't buy into the ideology that the demonic cases. I enjoy them as characters, as I do superheroes, as I do anime, etc., etc. That is how I view vampires. So that added concept in the movie, I enjoyed it. Now let's get into the deep talk about demonic instances in the movie. It is impossible to accurately depict what happened in that time without including those things, because they are a part of the reality of that place and time that the movie was set in. So it only makes sense that that was included in the movie, right? Even the landscape of the Mississippi or the Delta line, they're painted a light tint blue because that's what they believed at that time would keep away the haunts. That is what they thought the main protagonist was in the beginning, until they realized they were vampires. One of the scenes that I've seen a lot of people discuss and say it was blasphemy and was upset, it was a scene towards the end where, spoiler alert, by the way, just spoiler. It was a scene. It was a scene towards the end where Sammy, the twins' little cousin, was pretty much at his wit's end. He's about to die. The main vampire wants him because of his voice and music and connection, and that's a whole nother topic that we could go on to that has some biblical connotations. But when his life was at the brink, where he's like, I'm about to die, he starts reciting scripture. And as he's reciting scripture, the vampire, the main vampire, which everybody's considering the devil in the movie, laughed at him. I love this scripture too. They forced this on my people ways back when. This is not even your religion. And started pretty much, people say, in a symbolic baptism. So he's dumping him and he's reciting the verse right with him. Right? And a lot... Huh?
What verse was he reciting?
I believe it was in I believe it was I think Corinthians. I don't remember the verse exactly, but it was the same verse that his dad made him recite in the beginning of the movie. So as he's dumping him, the vampire, the main vampire, is fighting it with him and dumping him and dumping him and dumping him. And some people are like, oh, he didn't get help from that, right? But you also got to understand the character, because this applies to a lot of people's lives, right? Where they call out to Jesus because they don't know God. And he didn't even call out to Jesus. He just recited the verse because that's what he was trained to do by his father. So he didn't have a relationship with the Lord. He was just pretty much riding on the coattail of his father, who's a pastor, preacher boy. But he was lukewarm. So by him reciting that and not hearing any answers, he already removed himself from God. And in the movie, before he left, he said, dang, Pops, can I get 1 day of freedom? So he wanted freedom away from religion. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So he physically took himself out of the presence of God, and when he was about to die, he yelled out for God. And that's not and that's not the case that saved him. You see what I'm saying? And the symbolic meanings in different facets that I got from the movie was so powerful because it makes you reflect on your own walk with God. Like, do you have a relationship with the Lord, or are you just having a relationship because your parents told you? Because majority of us, when we grow up, we were forced to go to church. But that don't mean we was learning until you learned and met God for yourself, and then you was able to cultivate a relationship with him, and then that's when you experience him, right? Because and a good question we like to ask is like, when did you first experience God? Right? I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed how he depicted
So that guy survived?
Yes. Everybody else died, but he survived.
So that could be his first encounter with God.
Right? But and that's the great thing about the movie too, right? He goes back home after that encounter, right? And his dad says, like, pretty much, you got your chance. Let go of the guitar and give your life to God. And he ran away and he stayed in the world because a powerful scene that a lot of people skip over, when Smoke, Michael B. Jordan, the more serious brother, he was more conscious about what was going on. So he told him, he's like, bro, this is not the life for you, bro. Like, we was in this life because our dad was in this life, right? And that reminded me of what I, about Haiti. Because in Haiti, bro, it's either you with God or you with the woo lady, bro. It's no in between. So, and that was the case for their family. The twins' brother, he was in that magic. He was in that woo. That's the guitar that Sammy was playing. Witchcraft, right? And their father was a pastor. So the oldest brother was witchcraft. The youngest brother became a pastor. The sons of the witchcraft person, they just felt like the curse was passed down to them and they had to be in this life. And Smoke was pretty much telling him, he's like, yo, like, I need you to leave right now and go back to your old boy and play music for the church because you don't have to pick this life. Yeah. And he said something that was so powerful that a lot of people, industry or not industry, get lost in. He said, you see how much people know your name? Half of those people don't even know my old boy name. I want what y'all got. And that's what the enemy does. He makes this world seems enticing because he can give you fame, he can give you money, but once it's all gone, it's all gone. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I thoroughly enjoyed that movie, and I plan on seeing it again. But once again, if it's placed on your spirit to not watch it, don't watch it. Because Romans says, you feel me? If you feel like something is wrong and you still do it, then you have sinned.
Yeah, you are sinning.
You know what I mean? And there's just so much that can be spoke on the movie, like in the way that it showed that all the different variations of sin that caused them to be in that juke joint that night, right? Because a lot of them were chasing a level of sin. You know what I mean? One was chasing, lust. Mary was chasing lust, envy. You know what I mean? Because she wanted stack, and she was married, so she was an adulterer. Perline, again, another married woman, lust, because she seen a little boy that she liked. Stack, greed. He wanted that money. He wanted that paper. He wanted that notoriety to keep coming. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Delta Slim. Gluttony.
All the names.
Gluttony. You know what I mean? Gluttony, because he's like, He's like, I'm not playing for y'all because they paying me more money. They'll give him a sip of beer, Irish beer. He's like, you got more of that? Yeah, pay me half of whatever you said and give me some drink. We good. I'm spending all my money on drink. And he told a story how him being gluttonous caused him to lose everything, but he still was trapped in it even after he got out of it.
Yeah.
Like, boy, man, that movie was so tough.
Okay.
I wasn't mad at the movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
What message you got from it?
Like I said, bro, like I didn't take
You just took it at face value? Like, it's just a movie?
It's just a movie. I didn't take it too deep. I didn't try to like look too deep into it, you know, but that's what second watches are for, you know.
Yeah.
But like I'll watch it again and then like see what I could catch this time. But like when I was originally watching the movie, I was just watching the movie like, all right, it's a good thriller film.
Yep.
But like going back to that other question I asked, do you feel like that only mostly comes to play when it's like a black movie?
1000%. And this is why I'm gonna say that. This is why I can say that, right? Like I said before, I thoroughly enjoy vampires. All right. One of the series, you know, aside from Blade, aside from Angel, aside from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, a vampire series that reignited my enjoyment of vampires was the Vampire Diaries. Shut your lame ass up. You know what I'm saying? The Vampire Diaries. I enjoyed it from, you know, season 8 was kind of iffy, but back to your case, right? I have people that I know love it like I do.
Yeah.
Vampire Diaries. They love it like I do. And they said, ooh, Sinners was too demonic. There is nothing in Sinners that occurred that did not occur in Vampire Diaries, if not worse. You know what I'm saying? Because in Sinners, it was hoodoo, which is something that is native to that area. Like, it's factual, right? Vampire Diaries, they called them witches, right? So just because you change the name, they'll do the same thing. You just change the name, but you're okay with that. So, but now when it's deeply rooted in African American culture and history, it's demonic. Now it sounds like you just been brainwashed.
But that goes to something deeper though. It even goes to deeper. Like, say if you see like a black person reach a certain level of wealth, they be like, oh, they sacrificed their mom or they sacrificed their family, or they in the Illuminati. But like when a white person is successful, you don't even think that don't even come up as far as like, oh, they in the Illuminati. So you feel like that whole aspect comes from like the whole back in the days, like the slave owners brainwashed the black people to make it seem like whenever someone is or a black person is at a higher level than you, they must have did something extra or something behind the scene to get to that level.
And on top of that, I like if you really heard what I said earlier, right? When it's black folks, they give it the actual name of what it is, like hoodoo or whatever. Annie called herself as a mage or whatever. But the white folks usually use witches, right? Everybody was just going crazy over the Wizard of Oz. It was centered around witches that performed magic. You know what I mean? So what? But that set well with a lot of people's spirits.
Yeah, it was shiny.
It was given a glam, and it was whitewashed.
A black person played as the
wicked of Witch, who was in turn the villain of the movie, right? Because she didn't conform to their norms. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you should put the wicked in the same category as sinners, because they're both practicing black magic. But no, it's okay, because it's whitewashed. But when it's real African American culture, and I'm not even black, bro, I'm Haitian. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. But like, I just don't like when people are so brainwashed that they're gonna go with that stereotype. And this is why other people turn away from Christianity. They call it the white man religion, because they're so quick to. People are so quick to anything black is demonic. No, put everything in the same category.
Yeah. I think no, they don't do that much.
Yeah, put everything in the same category, and then you can stand by it.
Yeah, because when the white man do it, it's more acceptable.
Exactly, bro. Like, and that junk will never sit right with me, bro.
Yeah, that's good. Like, you don't look at it from that lens. But when a black person, you put like all type of glasses on, you like, wait, they moving different.
Like it's always us like that try to like tear each other down within that topic.
But let's go back in slavery, bro. Like, it's pinning us against each other.
And even a Disney movie, a Princess and the Frog, literally the same concept as Sinners. Because back in that time, bro, the warlock, I forgot the name he used, but that's what he was doing, black magic. But people thought it lighthearted. Put everything in the same category, then I'll listen to you. But when you start picking and choosing and isolating the black folks, the black community, and glorifying the white folks, the white community, that's when I have the problem. That's when we have the discord.
Yeah. On another topic about like still surrounded by Sinners, but another thing I was seeing, like they didn't expect the woman that was playing like Michael B. Jordan love interest, not the white one, the black one. They didn't expect her
that was green though.
They didn't expect her to be that character. Like a lot of people thought
it was a mother.
Like that was his mom at first or stuff.
Oh, why?
That.
Because so Hollywood has a nice a subtle way of not allowing dark-skinned, voluptuous women to have that leading lady role. They're more of the side character. So when he first pulled up, right, I've seen a lot of videos. There's like, oh, they thought it was some incest. They thought it was mother, sister.
Yeah.
Within the movie itself, or
yeah, so that's what they, no. That's what people was thinking outside the movie when they first seen the scene, because he pulled up to his baby grave, and as he's looking at his baby grave, she's standing at the door, and that's where I got the line from earlier when I was like, he was like, "How you been?" And then she was like, "No misery worth complaining about." You feel me? So pretty much, that's why I said that, just to foreshadow what we was gonna talk about.
Yeah.
But so as soon as people seen that, they started having their banter. People like, "Oh, is that her mother, her sister?" You know what I mean? The like love interest was the last thing on people's minds until they started getting active and it started getting spicy.
They did get active a lot of that movie.
Yeah. And one thing I liked about that, they allowed them to get active and spicy without showing too much.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that. Because they still gave that raw intensity of the scene without having to be full on nudity.
That's that boy's favorite movie, man.
Cause I could articulate my words. It's my favorite movie.
All right, man. You got a question today?
Oh yes, of course. Question of the day. And anybody in the background could chime in if they would like. But the question is, do you believe that someone can love you and still not choose you?
Yeah, I think so. Because sometimes people like to pick the safer choice.
We're talking about
relationships.
Okay. Nope.
You said no. Okay, I like what we have.
No.
Let's do got a tiebreaker.
No. I don't believe that's true.
Huh, 2 no's.
You said, do you think?
What you think?
You said, do you think somebody can still love you and
love you and not choose you?
And not choose you?
No.
Yeah.
No one yes.
Yeah, because people like the safe choice. You might not be a safer choice for them.
And so explain your no. Explain your no.
My no is because like if you really love that person, if you really want to be with that person, you're always gonna choose that person, no matter what.
I don't agree. I don't agree.
No matter what.
I don't agree.
No matter what.
Let's cap.
No matter.
Okay,
no.
so let me ask you this question.
Captain America.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think people marry, in most cases women, they would marry the safer choice versus the choice that they want?
What? With time, like.
What time?
No.
What you mean? Yes.
What are you
saying
saying
all the time? What you mean with time?
Wait. What you got?
Women do that all the time.
I said, do you think that women would marry the safer choice to have more stability versus the person they actually?
We see that.
That's the same question.
But you're asking our opinions on that.
Yeah.
Seeing that, my opinion is, if you really love somebody, you're gonna always choose them.
But your
Is that
opinion
facts,
if directly contradicting the fact that you said you seen.
You see it.
But we seen it before.
All right, but that's the same
Facts, though, it
motion.
gotta be
But I'm
facts
telling
too,
you,
though.
I'm not going.
We know
off
what you
facts.
think. It gotta be facts too. What you mean?
It's regardless of what I think. But I think in my mindset,
I could think I own the world. Does that make it?
No.
Can I go everywhere and be like, I own the world? Let me get this.
My mindset, you really love somebody, you really want to be with somebody, you gonna always.
All right. So let's step outside of your mindset and step into reality.
The reality is, they probably gonna choose a safer choice. They always gonna choose safer choice.
Okay, you want to say that?
Why you
Said my mindset.
Cause okay, and so I got a follow-up question. Do you think love is enough?
Is love enough?
Yeah. For a successful marriage.
Nah, there's other factors that have to come.
Exactly.
There has to be there's a lot of other
Exactly.
Exactly.
So everything you're saying contradicts the original answer that you gave to the question. So that means you know the answer.
That person enough, you gonna bring in all those other factors.
Well, why you said that? Why you said that?
What do you mean?
Why you said no?
I agree with Sheldon, but I also think it's challenging, right? Because there's reality as well. I think that maybe when you're a little younger, you go for what you really want. And when that doesn't work out, then I think women tend to go for the safer choice. However, I think with prayer and depending on your partnership with that person who may not be the safer choice, say maybe they're still working on financials or whatever it is, right? Because women look at financials, honestly, stability. And that's one of the ways that they look at stability. So I think if they see potential in that person or they see that that person is worth taking a chance on, then, and they love that person, then they'll figure out how to make it work. So I think it's a yes and no for me.
We talk about this every other time, bro. Like, if a dom really like you, she going for whatever, man. Yeah. She gonna figure out whatever she needs to do to be that person for you. So,
but at a certain point, like, she gonna get tired.
That mindset of saying like, they're gonna pick the safer choice. That's not love. They're just picking the safer choice. That's not love.
That's why we say love is not enough, though.
It's not surrounded.
But that's what I'm saying. Somebody can love you and not choose you. Like, they love you so much, but they have to pick the safer option for themselves.
Because it's not right for
them. But no, the relationship they're in is not love, but they genuinely love that person. You can't tell them they don't love that person, but they know long term we can't thrive together.
Mm-hmm. For the greater good.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't understand what you're saying.
In my head,
you said you don't.
I don't understand.
So which part have you lost?
I think I lost you at the greater good part. So if you choose the safe option, who serves for the greater good? Like I
the greater good of
your safe option, because you know, like,
what's
he's not gonna hurt you.
So
he's
safe,
gonna provide for you.
Safe is the good guy, right? Who doesn't cause your emotions to spiral. Who
fight you.
Who doesn't fight you. Who provides for you. Who protects you. However, your emotions are intertwined with someone else who's a bad boy per se. It's toxic, but there's some sense of beauty in that toxicity. Right? It's like that person makes you feel alive. That person brings out the real you.
That's the
right?
love.
Huh?
That's the love.
Exactly. But you know that's not how you. It's not healthy.
Yeah, it's not healthy. But that's the love.
Exactly.
That's the true love.
No, but that's not.
But that's not who you're picking.
You want to have a family. You want to have kids.
That's not who you're picking.
You're not gonna get that from that person. You're not gonna get that from that person.
And if you pick that person, you're gonna regret it.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. Yeah, that's an unhealed person. I think if you're still into the toxic thing and there's something that drives you, then it's time for you to go to therapy and it's time for you to figure out why that feels like love to you. Because a person who's spiking your anxiety, someone who doesn't really make you feel safe, but they're not, they give you that spice and all of that, that is an unhealed version of you that needs some help. So I think the safe person is really the person who is really showing you the love. They're
showing you love, but you don't have love for them necessarily.
You grow into it at that point. You grow into it. And
No, I ain't no fungus, baby.
no, but I believe, can I just say this? There is a world where you can have all of that. Like, there's a world where you can figure out how to have a healthy but spicy relationship.
I don't disagree.
People need to go to therapy and heal.
Because one thing I always say, right? Because some people be like, dang, bro, how you so calm? How you this? How you that? I said, if a woman could come in my life and make me act out of character, she is not the one for me.
Facts.
And this is few far in between. For me to get out of character, few far in between. Like, I wouldn't even need a hand to count the times I've got out of character.
Damn, is that toxic?
Huh?
Is that toxic? Hold on. Hold on, man.
Hey, listen, I ain't no therapist. I'm speaking only for me. I don't want no problems.
Wait, but
if
that's showing how much you haven't gotten out of character, ain't it?
Yeah.
You misunderstood.
Oh, maybe you misunderstood.
You probably
No, I'm
misunderstood.
saying, is that toxic if the woman that you love knows those buttons that they could push to, like,
But they always say, like,
get you to that point, you know?
But they always say the person that know you the most or the person you love the most can always push you to that.
They gonna get you to that point eventually, you know, because you care so much and you love so much about them. So is that toxic? Is that being toxic, or is that toxic love?
I'm speaking for myself.
I'm just asking.
I make sure I let it be known I'm speaking for myself on the journey that I got through, because they say the main people that can always get you out of character is your family members, your mother, and your spouse. Where I'm at in life right now, my mother, my family members, and my spouse is not getting me out of the character.
But when I say out of character, like, I mean, like,
damn girl, I'll choke you like Shannon Sharp.
That's toxic. That's the toxic.
Sharp. She got Sharp out of character,
I'm not
man.
talking about that toxic.
Freaky shade.
Freaky shade,
Your
man.
significant other does something to, like, kind of like maybe harm her image, or like harm herself, or like put herself in a bad predicament, and you're being passionate about them doing that. Like, you're being passionate about them, like, saying, like, oh, like, damn, like, why you doing this? Like, you're upset.
Oh, that's different.
Huh? Like, you're more upset than they would be upset at themselves, because you put them on that, like, hierarchy. Basically.
I don't think you should put your significant other on a pedestal. Me personally. Because once you put them on a pedestal, you take away the aspect of them being human, and now you're punishing them for being human. And I've seen this happen. Now they show you the reflection that they believe that you want to see, because once they start to show the real them that don't fit your pedestal, now they get crucified for it. And humans are creatures that learn to adapt. So it's like, if I showed him this little bit and he spazzed, there's no way I can show him this. So I'm gonna just continue to show him this piece. I'm the cute, dainty, etc. And that's all he gets. And then now you're leaving the room open for the person. And this is why friends of the opposite gender kind of could be a little dangerous, because now that person knows the whole them, because they don't have to worry about being judged by that person. So now there's somebody outside of your relationship knows your spouse more than you, because you crucified them for showing them a little glimpse of themselves, because you placed them on a pedestal that they will never reach.
That's why I act crazy right away.
What?
I act crazy within the first month.
Really?
And then you could just no, I'm kidding. I would prefer a guy who does not bring that side out of me. But if he does, then he sees that within the first month, and we can determine if this works for us.
But so what she's saying is not crazy, and the reason I say this is because everybody that's in my inner circle, I had to see them in different emotions to see how they react. Like the man behind the camera, he broke a broom on my head.
That's a lie.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
He was that mad?
Yeah, but look, I got him there on purpose.
Allegations.
I got him there on purpose to see, right? Because it's very important to see anybody that's close to you, maybe relationships, friendships, how they act in stress situations, because that lets you know if you could handle it or not.
Okay, hold on. Just to defend myself a little bit though, you know, after I did get to that point, what was the first thing I did? I apologized.
After you broke the broom on my head.
The first thing I did, or instantly when I snapped out of it, I apologized.
I would hope you apologize. You broke. One, you attacked me, and two, you broke my broom. I had to tell him, imagine me explaining to my OG why the broom broke.
He was verbally attacking me. So
you physically attacked me.
We are on the same level. We on the same level.
Hey, just to let y'all know, audience, he's lucky. That was my intent, because some people may be passive aggressive. That was my intent to get into that level. That's why I let it slide. You know what I mean? We're not letting that slide on the regular. So y'all better not be walking up to me with no brooms trying to break it on my head. Y'all might lose your life.
Okay. On that note, man, go ahead and comment down below. You feel me? Share the videos. We appreciate y'all for liking the videos. IGs, you feel me? Don't be breaking no broom on nobody's head. Control yourself.
Control yourself. Self-control, guys.
No faking, man. Let them cook. No faking.
That's sir. Catch our code. I did say.